Well, hello and welcome to this ADHD Life. Welcome to Seattle. I'm not sure which direction I'm facing, but I think that's the direction I'm headed later today. I am Coach Keith Griffin. I am an ADHD coach and adult living with ADHD. And hold on, that is my ADHD companion, Daisy. Say hi, Daisy. She's wagging her tail. She thinks I'm talking to her. It's fun how narcissistic dogs are, but I do love her, so don't take that too seriously. So this is take two. I once heard a podcast. It was great. The guy said, "Hey, perfect is impossible, so just resist perfect, and then you can create stuff." I will admit, this is take two because I have the AirPods in, but I didn't connect them to the iPad because, well, Apple should have connected them automatically, and I didn't think about it. And one of the things I said in the first version is who puts a camera here? What neurotypical designed a camera to be at the top of the screen and then gave a $250 keyboard case? Because I want to be looking at you, but I keep wanting to look over there, which is the screen. Who designed this junk? I swear, Apple. So, title of this video is This ADHD Life 5.0. It was going to be 3.0. I figured out it's actually 5.0. I don't know that there was a version 2, 3, and 4, but we're making it 5.0. And you're wondering, well, great. How does this change things? Will you be posting content more than every 2 years? Because my last video was back in 2020 as the pandemic started, and my answer is, I hope so. I think so. I'm going to experiment with this. I've done a lot of soul searching and realized that I do not enjoy trying to be an expert on stuff. I have a lot of knowledge and some useless knowledge packed into this brain. I visited the Connections Museum yesterday and realized I know way more about how the telephone system worked than I should as someone that never worked in the telephone company. But I do have a lot of good knowledge, but I don't like coming across as an expert. I have submitted a proposal and I will be speaking at the ADHD Conference next month in Dallas. It's going to be difficult for me because I don't like being seen as that guy that just knows things and, listen to me. After all, I'm an ADHD coach, right? My job is to help folks kind of get the answers out of their own heads or help them figure out what research they need to do and then have them bring it back and then we can talk about it and then sort of figure out their own solutions. It's not a consulting thing where I'm like, do this, and this, and you will just magically cure your ADHD, which is not possible, by the way. Right? You can learn to live with your ADHD. You can learn to work around your ADHD. You can learn to try to minimize it. You can learn to how to exploit it. And in some ways, I'm exploiting my ADHD over the next year. Back to how the channel is going to change. Well, one, yes, I hope to be pumping out a video at least every week. Of course, my systemized brain wants to be like, well, it's going to be Travel Tuesday, Freeform Fridays, Shorts Saturdays, and Stream Sundays. We'll see if that comes into play. But what's going to be different is this is going to be my channel, right? I'm going to be recording this for anybody that might enjoy watching a guy embarking on a year-long road trip to figure out where he wants to live next. Yep, that's right. You heard me right. I have become what's called a nomad. I don't love the term, but who knows? Maybe it will grow on me. I am just going to explore this great country of ours, and who knows? Maybe in coming years I'll explore Europe and then Australia. And I'm on a quest to figure out where I want to live next. And spoiler alert, I have a feeling that I actually am the type of person that will want to live on the road or live in 2 to 3 cities every year. The idea that I'm going to buy a house someday and just live there until I die is not very appealing. And of course, that may change. But that is my goal for this channel from this point forward, is to share what's happening on the road with hopes that I'm dropping little truth nuggets about how I manage my own ADHD and how I deal with it and how I work through it in order to help others, right? So my goal all along is to really kind of, if I can help one person a video discover something, then making the video is perfectly worth it for me. Now, of course, it would be great to monetize, right? Many of us with ADHD don't really like the concept of money. I don't love the concept of money. I accept that I need money and I have to make money and that I will be paying money to this hotel. Um, I think it's a crazy system, but I do live within it. So I'm going to try to monetize, which means I have to say, hey, folks, if you would, please like and subscribe. Okay? Click that subscribe button. There's going to be no animation going through, but because that would really help me out. Once I get to 1,000, I can monetize. And then with that money, I can reinvest it into the channel and actually get some production equipment, such as I would love to strap a GoPro onto my dog Daisy's head and do some of these videos from a dog perspective. And I'd love to get sort of one of those DJI cameras that are the vlogging cameras. I will not buy a selfie stick though. Yeah, if you see with the selfie stick, you're welcome to walk up and say, "Hey, you lied to yourself," because I really don't want a selfie stick. Um, so that's going to be the focus of the channel for the next year or so at least. I hope to tour some cool places. I would love, for example, yesterday I went to the Connections Museum in Seattle. I would love next year at this time to come back and try to tour it with you folks on video. I would love to tour some just really cool places on video. Fun fact about me, when I was 16, 17, I had a public access TV show that I toured ESPN. I toured the local hospital. I toured a super fun site in Connecticut. Um, I guess journalism wasn't for me, but I really, really enjoyed that stuff. And so hopefully there'll be some tours. There'll be some meetup with other YouTubers. I hope. Particularly those that I suspect may be neurodivergent but did not come out as neurodivergent. I would love to talk with them and pick their brains and get to know them better and present them to you in a way maybe that you haven't seen them before. Which, by the way, speaking of coming out as ADHD, happy ADHD Awareness Month. I am recording this on the 24th of Monday, the 24th of October, which is a Monday. If you do not know about ADHD Awareness Month, go to ADHDawarenessmonth.org, ADHDawarenessmonth.org. They have a lot of content there. It is just a great way to sort of see that you are not alone in this journey, that there's plenty of others, including myself, on this journey. And all of us are at different levels of ADHD, sort of what's the word? Oh God, I have ADHD. Different levels of ADHD knowledge and knowing how our ADHD works and knowing what we need to do. So, for example, I've shared this before. I know I need to not go to a mall on Saturday and Sunday because I will become emotionally dysregulated. That's just a thing I don't need to do. Um, likewise, these days, I'm on a couple medications. I know I don't need to drink anymore. It doesn't affect my ADHD, but it affects me in a bad way. So it's sort of a similar thing where I have some rules for my life that, when I follow them, really help me manage my ADHD better. So going back to the not wanting to be an expert thing, I signed up to be a speaker at the ADHD conference next month. It is in Dallas, Texas. You can go to chadd.org, chadd.org, to find out more information. I believe it starts for the general public, it's the 18th and 19th. I have a presentation on Saturday about using lists to manage one's ADHD, and I'm actually going to be part of a panel on peer support groups as well. So if you're in the area, definitely go check out the conference, and I hope to see you there. And if you're going to be there, leave a comment in the video and let's make sure that we meet up and get to say hi to each other. The other thing going on with this channel is I'm going to start a second channel because I am now an amateur radio operator. ARRL stands for the Amateur Radio Relay League. Got my license last year and I want to make some content about that. Which gets me into this discussion about, Keith, you're going to be all over this place on your channel. And believe me, I thought long and hard about this. I thought about this as I was driving up from Portland the other day, that the typical YouTube dogma would be to have a channel for every little interest that you have, because then you can really focus in on your market and get better monetization. And I just don't have the patience for that. So if this channel is going to be about my life, my living of this ADHD life, then it's going to have hobbies in it as well. The only difference with amateur radio is I do see that as a segment that is underrepresented in some ways by folks of my ilk. And so I'm going to start a second channel for that. But I'm hoping that this could be anything from travel vlog to touring a factory toward having an interview with someone really cool to just sort of random thoughts in life. I'm going to try not to make this the video version of Live Journal and tell you everything that's wrong with life. I'm going to really try not to do that. So I hope you stick with me. If you're a subscriber and wondering what the hell, when you subscribe, what's going on, stick with me for a month or two. Give it till the end of the year before you unsubscribe. If you stumbled across this video and you're intrigued, hit subscribe, would you? Because maybe go look at some other videos back from the when I thought I needed to be an expert but hated it phase. Because I need about 400 more subscribers, 400 something more subscribers, and I need a bunch of watch hours. And I really would appreciate your doing that. If you are a subscriber and you don't want to go on this journey with me, I still ask you to give me a chance, but feel free to click unsubscribe. I'm not going to be upset by it. If you have comments as to things that you might want to see covered on this channel, topics you might be curious about how I handle, put them in the comments or send me an email, info@thisadhdlife.com, and I will do my best to answer it in a future video. So until I see you either later this week or next week, happy ADHD Awareness Month. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for getting to this point in the video, and I will chat with you soon. Take care.